Namah Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namah Om Prabhupada Swaminiti Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desadadine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada Prabhupada Gurudev 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 Srila Gurudev Gurudev. Jai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Jai Gaura Hari Bol. Kaliuga Pavan Harinam Sankirtan ki.
We have 24 questions.
Okay.
24. Okay. Begin. First question. Hare Krishna Prabhu Pamo. In last class of DP camp, you told in the last session that we have to come out of comfort zone and extend ourselves. But often we are also told to take care of our body, sadhana, etc., like sleep on time. At the same time, we are told that we can't peacefully just practice our own bhakti. We must preach to do service, extend ourselves, sacrifice for what we have received. So my question is, where and how to draw the line between these two things, taking care of ourselves and extending ourselves for services and preaching?
See, there are three things we all do in our spiritual life. You will see you are doing your duty, and you are also doing your preaching Krishna consciousness. But there is third thing we are unnecessarily accommodating in our life, which is called sense gratification. So whenever we talk about extending, sacrificing and all, we are telling minimize your sense gratification. It's not that somebody is sleeping on time, waking up on time, doing morning sadhana very strictly, perfectly. It's not that he's not extending devotee. Not extending devotee means he is wasting his time in sense gratification. For example, if you overeat, after eating, what happens? You will be knocked off. You'll feel like lying down, taking rest if you overeat. What is the proof that you overeaten? After eating, you feel tired. Actually, if you have eaten properly, after eating, you should get strength, energy. Like lorry drivers, you see, after they eat, what do they sleep in the lorry? They're sitting and driving a truck. So, energy should be expended in Krishna's service. So, we say energy means capacity to do work. That's the definition in science. Energy means capacity to do work. So, your eating should give you energy or tiredness. That's the very first thing. Don't overeat. So, in our Pune Brahmacharya Ashram, we have a rule only one sweet in a week. That's all. So, otherwise, sometimes there is a second day where they give sweets, a third day. Actually, Prabhupada said for new people, you can give them sweet every day also. Very new people. Like gulab jamun. Jar was there with big gulab jamuns. Everybody could eat it. But later on, Prabhupada said to devotees, no, you should not eat so much sweet. They said, Prabhupada, you only told us to eat. Prabhupada said, yes, I only told you to eat. Now I am only telling you not to eat. He said, because Prabhupada said, if you eat too much sweets, your senses become strong. And when senses become strong, we do sense gratification and we may become lethargic. So our eating should be to get energy to serve. And another thing that we waste our time is, we say karma prayas, jnana prayas, yoga prayas, three prayasas. Karma prayas actually means sometimes a boy, okay, I'll draw and show you. It will become. See, I've shown you three things. Your college education, morning sadhana, and your prachar. In this, if you want to perform average performance in all the three, or you want to perform excellent performance, excellence, if you see, you will see that average thing is very easy for anyone to do. But when you want to go from average to excellence, say you are an average student, now you want to become an excellent student, you want to give more hours. So students ask one question to me, do we need to just to do our duty, or we want to become outstanding students? Correct, no? Similarly, when you're working in a company, should I be an average employee, or should I prove to my boss that I'm extremely hardworking? And then you grow also in the career. Correct, no? In the company, you can grow to various heights. You can grow. Similarly, in the preaching field also, you can do average. Okay, I have done my minimum duty, or you go out of the way, to bring a lot of people and give them time, energy, cultivate them. Sacrifice your sweat and toil and try to bring a lot of people to the movement. Correct, no? So, in all the three, there is average performance possible and excellent performance possible. Now, what happens for the devotees? For example, some students who are residents, they want to do excellent performance in their, you know, say in this they want to do this excellent performance. You know. They want to go for this, and so here they want to do this. Huh? Here in this they want to be average, whereas in study they want to do excellent. So these devotees say that I cannot do any service in the voice. Please don't touch me, Prabhu, because I want to get very good marks, I want to get very good score. So I want to do studies well. My parents are behind me and they want me to study well. So morning sadhana becomes poor for them. You find that they are sometimes there, sometimes not there, correct? No? They are missing for some part of the program. And also in preaching, they say, I cannot go out. Anything service you tell me inside the center, I will do a little bit. They do like that. Now they think that by studying more, working hard, I will excel in studies. But often I have observed that in studies also they don't do so well. They don't do this also well. And in the name of getting extra hours for studying, they're sleeping on the table or they're scrolling or something like that. They have wasted time like that. So, although they have taken time claiming that they're going to use it for studies. See, when devotees do this, they are average in their studies, college studies. They may do just rock bottom minimum study, right? No? But then spiritually they are very sound. There are some people like that. In morning sadhana they do very well. They also do go out and preach and bring people. They are super enthusiastic in Krishna consciousness, but not in their material field. They are not interested. So there are some students like this. So now I'm going to give the answer to your question now. So every resident, you know, um, should consider doing this, which means average 108 hours during your study marathon. It's not a very difficult thing, just 3 hours per day, correct? No? It's average thing. You can easily cross it. So keep that goal. And also, the morning sadhana, 80% soul score means you're healthy in spiritual life. Similarly, in preaching, there is also indoor service which contributes to outdoor, correct? No? There are devotees who may stay back and do a lot of preparation because of which other devotees are able to go outdoor. But everybody should have some service. Indoor some services, outdoor some services, one should be able to do. If you do this much, there is nothing big to extend, I can tell you, in this. It's possible. The extending comes only when you go for excellence. Hmm. When you want to do outstanding preaching, then sometimes people have to cut down on the other two. Uh, so I would suggest all of you first come to the average in all these three first. And then after you come to the average in all the three, some of you may be gifted with uh, such a IQ that with little effort you get very good marks in college. Like Revati was like that. Revati he was a 10-pointer. He would study very, very fast. Even now also. You give him a book, in 3 hours he'll finish a book. He just reads diagonally, he reads very fast. You know, he just flips the pages and he will not talk to anybody. Once he sits with the book, nobody can disturb him. So there are people like that, and he grasps very fast also. He remembers a lot also, So some of you may be gifted with such kind of, photographic memory. Then because your college studies is already gifted to you by Krishna, you are doing excellence without much effort. Then you can give more time for in the morning sadhana and prachar. You understand what I'm saying? Similarly, for some people, the morning sadhana always they get 100% very easily. Huh? It is there in their system that to perform austerities, correct? Na? Even like you was telling, some of the devotees get at 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 3:30 very easily. So you are doing that. You don't have to make any special effort. Some boys have struggled getting up in the morning. Huh? After everybody gets up 4:20 or something, not 4:20, 3:50, I think. Huh? They get up in last minute, ayo amma, they will be looking and getting ready and coming. Huh? Last minute, and they will always have to wait in the bathroom for the bathroom to be emptied. So, but if you are gifted with strict austerity, then that comes to you naturally. Sadhana comes to you naturally. Then you can try to do extra in the other two. Every one of you sitting here, you have one out of the three goes very easily for you. Huh? And the other two are the places where you can try to extend yourself. But extending and all comes when? After you do average in all the three. Correct, no? So nobody can say that, Prabhu, here in the voice culture is such that everybody is sent for prachar, therefore my marks went down. Actually, if you are studying 108 hours during the study marathon, there is no reason for you to get poor marks. But most people don't do it, correct? No? You stick to this. So we always talk about balance. No? Balance in studies, sadhana, and prachar, all the three. Uh, Actually, for anyone to do that balance is easy. And we are not very much keen to push you to go and preach and bring people. Because unless you are doing well in these three, you have to be happy first. If you are not happy, what are you going to give to others? Imagine if you are unhappy about your academic scores, how will you go on with a smiling face invite people? Correct, no? You can't be cheerful. Is that clear? Next question.
How to always practice avoiding offenses? Prabhu, I would be grateful if you suggest some practical tips to begin and continue avoiding offenses.
Yeah. So in the Patanjali Yoga Sutra, 4 things Patanjali says. It says, all of you repeat this. Be friendly with the cheerful, delight in the virtuous, be compassionate to the innocent, keep distance from the envious. So 4 things he's saying. Huh? First thing he says, be friendly with the cheerful. If some devotee is very jolly, cheerful, make friendship with them. Don't envy them. Huh? Don't say, "Hey, why are you so happy?" Don't become angry with them for being happy. Huh? Those who are cheerful, make friendship with them and you also will become cheerful. Second, he says, delight in the virtuous, which means, how many of you have observed some of your friends are very strict? They get up very early in the morning, they are very strict in sadhana, and they're jubilant in the morning performance of program. You observed it? Correct? So when you see them, what thoughts come in your mind? So delight in them rather than become envious of them. Huh? Sometimes we tell a person, hey, don't show off so much. Go a little slow. Don't be so fast. So that is not a very good thing. Delight in the virtuous. If somebody is very virtuous by nature, like one boy was telling his friend, hey, don't be too much like Dharmaraj Yudhishthir. No. Be normal like us. He's telling. So don't criticize those who are virtuous. Delight in them. And be compassionate to the innocent. huh? Those people who are new, non-blasphemous, innocent, be kind to them, compassionate to them. And keep away from those who are envious, he says. Because envious people are bad to associate with, and you will get infected by their envy also. So these are 4 statements made in Patanjali Yoga Sutra. Apart from that, one of the easiest keys, I'll tell you, 2 very important keys in dealing with Vaishnava devotees. Respect all Vaishnavas and always give compliments to them, appreciation to them. So if you are always going to be respectful, what is that famous song? Sakale samma korite sakati deho na taya taya taya. Everybody together. Sakale samma korite sakati deho na taya taya taya. Tabe to daibo harinama suke tabe to अपराध हवे हत गुरुदेव कृपा बिंदु दिया करो ये दासे तृणपे को होती ही गुरुदेव करो ये दासे तृणपे को होती ही सकल सहने बल दिया करो सकल सहने निज मने स्पृहहीन. In this song is saying, my dear Guru, Gurudev, give me a drop of mercy. And he's saying, let me have the ability to tolerate all kinds of adversities and challenging situations in my life, especially coming from other devotees. When you find that while living in the company of devotees, certain devotees' behavior will be little difficult for you to tolerate. Because we have people of different natures staying together. Somebody may say some strong words. He's saying, let me tolerate everybody. And then he's saying, let me continue to respect everybody. And if I learn to respect all, then I will not commit aparadhas, he's saying. Aparadhas will go far away. So, once I had made this notes, I'll just show you. There are 10 type of mental offenses you can commit. Because before the verbal offense comes, what comes? See, if a devotee is proud, what he thinks? I am a great soul, he thinks. And then what he thinks? I have come to bhakti by my extraordinary intellect and my previous life punya. Like that he thinks. Due to that, he thinks, I am great and I will deliver all, he thinks. Huh? So such a devotee, is he eager for association? No, is a non-learning mode. Huh? He doesn't. If any of you come from a Brahmana family, sometimes you will see that creates a background pride that I am coming from a Brahman family or something like that. No? Or you all are from IIT. No? I have IIT tag attached to me. That's also so. That's why this consciousness of pride is not very good. Opposite of that is what? Humility. Read that. Humility. A humble devotee, what do you think? I am a fallen soul. And he thinks, how I have come to bhakti? Read that, am I?
Vaishnava compassion. Krishna showed favor to me.
Krishna showed me favor. Vaishnavas have shown favor to me, isn't it? By their kindness, I have come to devotion. Like that he thinks. So there are some devotees with natural humility they have. No, no, Prabhuji, I have no qualification. Prabhu, I am worse than an animal. I am a fallen soul. It's all Vaishnava's mercy. I am here. Like that, there are people who honestly feel that. Then I have received good fortune. I will share it with all. Not that I am a great devotee, but I received good fortune in my life, and that good fortune I want to share with others. So such a devotee is eager for blessings from all Vaishnavas, and he is also eager for association with all. Then such a devotee will he commit offenses? In this consciousness, it is difficult to commit because he is already grounded, well-grounded devotee. Huh? So we have to go from this type of pride, false pride. From this state, we have to go to this state. So you get an idea. Okay. And then when there is a difference of opinion, what happens? There are two types of devotees. Unalloyed devotee, alloyed devotee. What unalloyed devotee thinks?
Sought out with love, respect, honor for each other.
Yeah. For example, when there is a difference, a devotee will go to another devotee and say, Prabhu, You are very wonderful. Huh? At the same time, there is some small issue that I want to bring it to your notice. You know, see, uh, this particular service was given to you and it is not yet completed. So I am being asked by senior. I have to submit a report. Hope if you don't mind, if you can complete the service quickly, it will be nice. Very politely he says. Another devotee also says, yes, Prabhu, sure, I will complete it today. But if he's alloyed devotee, what he does?
It takes it takes
Oh,
to
an alloyed devotee is nature of,
nature of false ego to justify, glorify, defend.
yeah, he justifies, I am right, and he glorifies himself, and he defends. Huh? How do you find fault with me? I am wonderful devotee, he says. He considers himself very wonderful. Huh? And then,
It takes tremendous humility to detect, understand, realize I have envy.
ah,
Begin process of Krishna consciousness and transcend envy.
yes,
Krishna consciousness means we have no false ego, arrogance, selfishness, envy anymore.
yeah. This is Krishna consciousness. That means you have to give up ahankar, false ego, arrogance, selfishness, envy, all these things. These are the things that cause offenses. You have to check. Like if a devotee is selfish, he only thinks about whom? Oneself only. He doesn't bother about others. Huh? He thinks about me and my prasadam, my bedding, no, my own facility. Huh? He cares about himself and doesn't care about others. Huh? But if devotee is non-envious, he always thinks about others also. Yeah. And also devotee is not arrogant in speech. Huh? Devotee is humble. So then you can go for a solution. Work in a mood of cooperation. What is SOS? You know that? Servant mode. And then you can access mercy of the Holy Name. Now you see, 8 things I have given. Whenever you commit mental offenses to any devotee, first thing you can think like this. I thought he was wrong. Now I know he is right. Uh, Sometimes it can happen like this. How many of you misunderstood some devotee? Later on, you found out that you are wrong and he is right. Correct, no? At that time, you change. Therefore, even when you see something wrong in somebody, you can give a benefit of doubt. You can think like this, that maybe, and my estimation of him is wrong. So you can always give benefit of doubt. You are not sure. Hmm? Like Gadadhar Pandit, he saw Puntrik Vidyanidhi as a very opulent, wearing opulent dresses. He was like a jamindar, correct, no? When he was sitting with, sofa, costly dresses and, rings, he was wearing, and jewelry and all he was wearing, looked like a very opulent merchant. So he thought, why did Mukunda bring me to associate with this Puntrik Vidyanidhi, who seems to be like a Vishayi, materialist? He thought like that. So at that time, Mukunda, understanding the mind of Gadadhar Pandit, immediately he sang one very famous poem. So from the Bhagavatam. Aho bakiyam stanakalakutam jighamsa yapayayadapyasadvi lebhe gatim datrimuchitam tatonyam kamva dayalum sharanam brajema. Who else will I go to take shelter other than Lord Sri Krishna, who showed extreme mercy to that Putana Rakshasi who came to kill him by smearing her breast with poison. And such a merciful Lord Krishna, not only he accepted her milk, but he delivered her and gave her the position of a nurse in the spiritual world, as an assistant to Mother Yashoda. So as soon as he sang this poem, next moment, Puntrika Vijayanidhi lost his control. He jumped off from his seat and tore his shirt and rolled on the ground, crying, weeping, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. So he exhibited great transcendental ecstasy. At that time, Gadadhar Pandit came to know that, oh, he is right. He is a great Vaishnava. I thought he is Vishay, he is the ordinary materialist. That was my misunderstanding. One time, I was sitting in a train berth in the top, and I was reading Srimad Bhagavatam. Long hours I was reading. So below I saw one family man. He was only wearing Bermuda. Bermuda means shorts. He was wearing. And he had, 2 kids also. And his wife sitting. And everything that was coming in the train, they purchased. Whether it is bhel, whether it is thumbs up, whether it is mungfali, whether it is Shengdana, everything, samosa, chikki, everything he was purchasing, giving them, he was also eating. Of course, I was sitting time to time, I was watching what these fellows are doing. You know, he was eating everything, and the night, 8 o'clock, he was telling his wife, आज घर में कुछ cooking करके नहीं खाया. He was telling his wife. I was thinking, क्या नहीं खाया आपने? सब कुछ खा लिया आज. I was thinking in the mind. Then 8:30, I had to get down in a station. So I came down from the top to pack my luggage. And as soon as I came, this man saw me in this dress. Immediately he got up with folded palms and said, Jai Sri Krishna, he was telling. Then he told his wife, she said, Jai Sri Krishna. Then he brought the kids and said, hey, Swamiji, Jai Sri Krishna, bol rahe hain. Jai Sri Krishna, Jai Sri Krishna. They were also saying, children. And then he moved aside and gave me a place to sit. पता नहीं था स्वामी जी ऊपर बैठे हैं, पता चलता तो हम कथा सुनते थे आपसे हैं. बोले कुछ कथा बताइए हमको कृष्ण के बारे में, राधे राधे अंडारे वसल. So made me sit next to him. Half an hour I spoke to him. But I was like really shocked by seeing his behavior because he looked like a materialist, superficially. But internally he was a devotee. When I came down, he was with great enthusiasm hearing Krishna Katha, making children chant Hare Krishna and all. So can we make judgment about anybody like this? Superficial observation. Therefore, don't commit offenses to people based on superficial observation. They may be right. That is the first one. Second one?
He knows not.
He knows not means sometimes the jivas in this world, they do a mistake because they are not aware. If you tell them that this is a wrong practice, they will not do it. Like for example, one group of 3-4 girls came to Pune temple. They were all new people, visitors to temple. So we had offered Shringar Darshan, flowers to Lord, Radha Kunjibari, in a big plate it was kept. The flowers are kept. Already we have offered it. So this girl came and saw the deity, Radha Kunjibari. She was very inspired. So she picked up some of those flowers like this, both the hands, and she started offering. Immediately one Mataji came running to her and said, hey, this is offered flowers. How can you re-offer it again? And the girl got shocked. She didn't know what is offered, what is not offered. She's a new visitor to the temple. She had no understanding. And did you do anything wrong? She asked. Mata said, you dropped the flowers. Then she dropped it. Then she took her to garden and plucked some fresh flowers and gave her. Okay, this you go and offer. Those are already offered, she said. Then that girl came and offered. Now, although the girl was offering the offered flowers, do you think Lord will be offended by her? How many of you are confident that Lord will not be offended? Why? Because he is Bhavagrahi. Lord will see the Bhava. She has some eagerness to offer me flowers. And that too, she is innocent. She knows not. Correct, no? But now she has understood what is offered flower, what is unoffered. Now she will not offer again the offered flowers. Next time she comes, she will pluck a flower from the garden and offer. Correct, no? It's the second thing. Similarly, if anybody is apparently doing some mistake, you can forgive them thinking that maybe they are not aware. If they are told, they will follow it. Correct, no? If they are told, they may follow it. One can understand like that. Like one time in Vrindavan temple, one group of boys and girls came. So when Aindrapa was doing kirtan, they were all catching hands and dancing together. Some were boys, some were girls, they were all dancing. So then immediately the temple manager told the watchman, go and tell them men should dance on this side, women should dance on that side. Together. Then they were told, then they agreed. Okay, we will go to the men's side and dance. They will dance on this side. Because he knows not, correct, no? They are not doing Jan Bujkar, they are not doing. Unknowingly they are doing. So unknowingly done thing should be forgiven. We should not make a big issue about it. Third one.
I know not.
Sometimes we may not be aware. There was one Western devotee who came to Pune temple. So he had told our head pujari that Prabhu, recently I have given up the meat eating. So therefore, every day if you can give me some Rajbhog Prasad, by eating that, I will forget my inclination for meat because he has been eating meat for 25 years. Now he has to give up. Every day he was eating meat. Now he's given up. So he used to take Rajabhog from the pujari and then go to the temple behind, and under a tree he was eating. So one junior devotee saw him eating. Daily he eats Rajabhog. So he complained to the manager, Prabhu, every day he eats Rajabhog. We are all given only little and he gets one eight. Then he complained. Then the manager found out from the devotee. Then the devotee cried and said, I'm sorry. Few days I am taking it so that I can forget my attraction for meat, he said. Then the devotee said to the other devotee, he said, no, don't try to judge him. He's a good devotee. So in this way, we may not be aware why some special concession is given for somebody, correct? Mm. So I may not be knowing. I know not. Similarly, there was one devotee who was living in voice. He had a back pain. So doctor had told him not to bend. So he asked the brahmachari preacher, "Brother, what I should do? Every day we have to bow down to deities." He said, "No, no need to bow down. You just stand like you can do like this." Then he came to voice. Then one of his friends was offering obeisance, Vancha Kalptarvis, and he was standing and just doing like this. And the devotee was surprised. Hey, what is this? Like a Swami or Maharaj is just doing like this? He's not bowing to me. He went and like he started speaking to another devotee. And then they saw that in the morning, every day, next 2, 3 day mornings, this fellow was standing only. He was not offering obeisances. And these 2, 3 guys started speaking gossip. These days he has become too proud. Nowadays he never bows down, neither to Lord nor to devotees. I think too much ahankar he has got now and things like that. And one of the days the brahmachari came. And brahmachari was offering obeisances. Everybody was offering obeisances. He was again standing this devotee. Then these two fellows said, hey, abhi bahut ho gaya abhi. So then they went to brahmachari's room and said, Prabhu, we have decided unanimously that we want to remove this fellow from our center because he has become very disrespectful to all the devotees. Then brahmachari said, who is that? And then brahmachari said, what are you guys talking? He has got a back pain, severe back pain. Doctor told him not to bend him. Then these two boys got shocked. My Lord, Prabhu, we have already spoken so bad about him to everybody. Now we have to go to everybody and repair it now. So we were not aware of it. Then immediately both the fellows ran to this devotee. One went with the sweet rice, one with halwa and said, Prabhuji, please take this. So this is I know not. I know not means I am not. They were not aware of what was the actual situation, correct? No? Many times we commit offenses because we know not, correct? No? Fourth one?
Motive is right.
Yeah. Somebody appears to be committing offenses, but his motive is correct. Why he is doing, he his motive is correct motive. Like for example, say when you make sweet, limited sweet you keep. Some items are limited, correct? No? Everybody will get only 2 gulab jamun, say for example. When some new boy has come, he may give him 2 more or 3 more. So he may say, Prabhu, we have been told everybody should be given limited, only 2. He say, yes, Prabhuji, I know it. But my intention is to inspire the new boy. He wants 2 more. Let him take it. His motive is right. No? So he may be relaxing on a rule because his intention is not a bad intention. Then one need not commit offenses. Then,
If motive bad, then hate sin.
yeah. If somebody does something, even with a bad motive, then that is sinful certainly, but you can um, still hate the sin and not the sinner. For example, say one devotee has misused the computer, watching some adult content. It's impure activity. It's wrong. It's a misuse of a device. So instead of hating the devotee, you can hate that bad action. It's like you don't hate a boy with the TV. You hate the TV, but not the boy. Hate not the sinner, hate the sin, it is said. So you should know that this is a jiva who is now infected by a bad activity. That infection has to be removed. Once the infection is removed, he'll be a good jiva again. Just like apple has a black spot. Take a knife, remove that black spot. Then it's beautiful. After that, it's wonderful. Correct, no? Like that, every devotee may have some flaw. It's removable. Next.
Something else may be right.
Yeah. Even if one thing is wrong with the devotee, there may be something else right with that devotee. Correct, no? Say, for example, Bhaktan Thakur once came to the matha, and the devotees were all talking among themselves. Yeah, on that day, one devotee had passed away. One very old brahmachari had passed away. So, but that brahmachari was criticized by other brahmacharis for some, deficiencies. He had some, he was a little harsh or whatever. They were all talking among them. He was like this, he was like that, whatever. When Bhaktivinoda Thakur came, everybody became silent. Bhaktivinoda Thakur sat down and said, "All of you guys tell me something good about the one who passed away today." Everybody was keeping mum. Till now, you are all gossiping. Now tell me what is the good thing. So one of them said, Maharaj was a good singer. Another one said, Maharaj was a good mridangam player. Another one said, Maharaj was a good harmonium player. Another one said, Maharaj was very, you know, famous for singing some of the most difficult songs. So then Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, see, there are so many good things that you all are talking now about him. So maybe one thing was wrong in him, but something else may be right in the same person. Correct or not? Every devotee is a combination of some good and some bad. So see the sunny side of devotees, brighter side of devotees. Don't see the wrong side. Like you go to a garden and I ask you, what did you see in the garden? You may say, oh, garden is full of thorny bushes. Another boy comes and says, Prabhuji, garden is full of fragrant roses. Who is right? Both are right. But it all depends on your attitude with which you see. Are you going to see the thorny bushes or you are going to see the fragrant roses? So in a devotee also there are two sides. If you are going to see the thorny bushes of a tree, bad qualities of a devotee, you are going to associate with the bad qualities and find fault. If you are going to see the fragrant rose side of a devotee, you are going to associate with the good side of a devotee and benefit. There was one father in America who had two sons. First son followed the father's habit of drinking. Father was such a drunkard, he died also. And the first son also did the same thing. Of course, son didn't die, he was counting his days like that. Then staff reporters came to him, and both the sons and asked, why did you drink like this, that you're going to die now? First son said, it's all my father who ruined my character. I just, seeing him, I grew up in my life. I got spoiled. He said. And the second son went on to become a high court magistrate. And the people asked him, how is it that you never drank even once in your life? He said, I learned from my father what not to do. And he said. So both the fellows learned from the father. The father had a bad side, but they learned, one learned to become bad, another one learned not to be bad. So something else may be right in the same devotee. Even though there may be one fault, there may not be fault in another good behavior. How many of you agree that every devotee has a good and bad side? Both, correct? No? Bad side. Some people have mostly good side also. Then the seventh one?
Pray for right.
Whenever somebody complains to you about a devotee, you should not immediately assume that the estimation of this devotee is correct. Sometimes it may be exaggeration. How many of you have seen complaints come with a little exaggerated way? Correct, no? So there is a tendency, in people to exaggerate. So let me just check it. One picture I'm looking. See, this boy, mother is watching, glass is broken there. You're able to see? And this boy is showing to mother that the kid only broke the glass, but he's having cricket bat behind. See? What do you understand from that? Huh? See, he is telling nice story to his mother. What story is telling? Huh? You didn't understand it? Huh. Now, who broke the glass? Big one or small one? Yeah. Actually, mother knows big one has broken. because cricket bat is right behind. He was playing cricket. And he broke the glass and he is showing finger to whom? Small kid. Do you think mother can be cheated? Good joke, no, isn't it? Huh? So now mother knows that the bigger kid is naughty. Huh? He is trying to cook up a lie, just to appease me. But do you think she's going to slap that child? No. She knows that this fellow has to be rectified. If not now, sooner or later. You only pray for the right. What is the meaning of pray for the right? I pray that this naughty son becomes, free from naughtiness. Correct, no? Sometimes we can observe devotees doing natak, drama. We know that they're cooking up stories. We only feel pity for them. It's not proper behavior. They do the mistake and they pass the buck to others. Correct, no? They do like that. So, even if somebody is doing such a wrong thing, we can always pray to Lord that, like Yudhishthira Maharaj prayed for Duryodhana, that he becomes all right. Either one should think. Pray for the right. And then eighth one,
Right the right.
right the right means what? Uh, you know, these are some of the things I want to see the happening with this wonderful devotee, rectified in this devotee. There are also uh, already existing some good things in the devotee. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, before correcting anybody, you should think of their good qualities first. Only then your correction will come out well, he says. So in this way, these are all overcoming mental offenses. I had made a seminar on this one and this one. So it's helpful, no? So one should give up this false pride and become a humble devotee. And then when there is difference in opinion, we can sort out properly without committing offenses. So this is helpful? Yeah. Okay. Now you go back to it.
Second question. How to differentiate between whether it is mind who is dictating or Paramatma within the heart while choosing and doing the services?
Whenever there is a confusion, we should ask the seniors. Whenever there is no clarity, even our lectures that we speak, gradually the clarity will increase over the many, many years of practice. Otherwise, you will see there is so much of gossip and useless things may come out of our mouth because of our being mixed with the three gunas. So therefore, purity of speech, sound vibration, purity of thought, all these things will have to increase over many years of sadhana. So therefore, whenever there's a confusion, is it my mind speaking? Is it this, super soul speaking? Better ask the seniors. Next.
While doing some services, even while doing deity services, many anarthas, predominantly lust and pride, keep coming in the mind. I feel so much disturbed at heart that instead of becoming Krishna conscious, I become anartha conscious. How to deal with this, Prabhu?
See, if you have a ink bottle, you pour water in it, everything becomes bluish. Again, you pour water, it becomes light blue. You keep on pouring water, eventually blueness goes away. Only it will be transparent white. Similarly, when you put the Mahamantra in the ears, it goes and washes the heart and brings out the anarthas. Then you're shocked, my Lord, so much anartha is coming up. It's coming because you have opened the go down and you have started cleaning and dust is rising and you're coughing. Don't get frightened. What is this so much dust? If you don't clean the go down, the dust will never come out. That doesn't mean you don't have dust. So we have to be very patient when the anarthas are coming out. And then as anarthas keep coming out, a stage will come when anarthas go, uh, you know, go far, far away, gets cleansed. And after that, you come to the bottom of the heart where the prayers will arise. The relationship with the Lord becomes more stronger. Then feelings of Lord being my master, Lord being my maintainer, Lord being my protector, Lord being my supreme controller, Lord being my supreme friend. So these thoughts will arise. But till then, you should be willing to cleanse and bring out that black zone. So just like I'll just show you. You see? Initially black, negative distractions. That's what you are talking about. But after you cross that stage, there will be positive distractions, which will be service related, seva related thoughts will come. Oh, I have to go evening program, I have to arrange this, arrange that. During japa also you will get such thoughts. Then the prayerful thoughts will arise. And then one will get thoughts regarding Krishna's quality, Radharani's quality, activity, pastimes, all those things will come. Initially, we are like this. I am there, me, and also Krishna is there. Correct, no? Initially, we think like this. This is due to this only anarthas are coming because we are thinking I am very important. Then later on, it will become like this. There's Krishna and I am also there. Isn't it? Then Krishna becomes all important. And we understand I am uh, Kripaya Tava Pada Pankaja Sita Dhuri Sadrisham Vichintaya. Correct, no? Yeah. So chant audibly. All of you repeat that. Pronounce clearly. Hear attentively. So if you do these three things very nicely, then you can do dharana. Dharana means what? See, this is called dharana. Dharana means to hold. Dharayami aham ojasa. Krishna says, no, dharana. When you hold the Mahamantra in your mind, that is like prasadam plate sometimes get dry when you are talking to some people after prasad, right? You store water in it, overflood it with water and leave it for half an hour, 1 hour. Because of holding water, all the sticky substances come out very easily. Similarly, if you hold the holy name while chanting in the morning very nicely, hear it, then that will cleanse all the impurities in the mind. Like a prasadam plate. And dhyana means to focus like a lens. One pointed focus like a lens. That's what is going to lead to namabhas. Dhyana comes, it will purify impurities because it will burn away the impurities. And samadhi is to absorb completely and become oblivious to the external world. That is like a sponge absorbing water. So I've given three examples. Prasadam plate, lens, and sponge. For these three, you see, dharana, dhyana, and samadhi. So if your chanting is very sharp and attentive, you're nicely hearing, these things will happen. Dharana means 12 seconds your mind is undisturbed. And dhyana means 12 into 12, 144 seconds you are able to be attentive. Samadhi means 12 into 12 into 12. That comes to 20, close to half an hour. So this is the mood in which we should chant. All of you repeat, Oh Lord, purify me, uplift me, accept me. So Prabhupada said this. This is the mood in which we should chant when you are chanting the holy name. So, and after you have done this much, then you leave it. Don't worry too much about anarthas and everything. So, yeah. Next question.
Prabhu, you discussed that we should see how things revolve around Krishna. But I think that I am the one who is doing everything. I don't see the role of Krishna. I always, very subtly in my thoughts, see Krishna consciousness as a theory, something which is just a concept for me and not actually applicable to me, as in my so much passionate behavior. I think that I am the one who is doing everything. Maximum times, I don't even think who is Krishna. The things discussed from scriptures don't happen right now as much as they have happened long ago. I don't say grossly, but very subtly I'm thinking like this: Prabhu, how to rise above these tendencies?
And that is due to Dehatma Buddhi. Dehatma Buddhi means Dehako Atma Manna. That means too much bodily consciousness. You too much worry about your looks, how I look like, what type of dress I am wearing, how is my hairstyle, how is my pigment color skin, mm, how smart do I look in the wearing the my dresses and everything. So it all depends on what do you think of who you are, what people think about me. I think this is due to abhinivesh, too much of bodily absorption. So in order for us to rise above bodily absorption, there are various solutions given. Uh, One of the things, the first thing you should do in your life is find out amongst all the different devotees, Vaishnavas in the world, which is one or two or three Vaishnavas that your heart is charmed by, most by their sound vibration, by their lecture. If somebody says, I am attracted only to myself, not to anybody else, it's an unfortunate thing. Every one of you sitting here, you should be attracted to some Vaishnava. Great. So you are attracted to Prabhupada or to some Maharaj, some senior. Somebody you should be attracted to. So that is the first step, because you don't have direct access to Krishna. If you cannot access Krishna directly, then next to Krishna is the devotees who are faithfully living in Krishna consciousness. You are attracted to somebody. So identify, like there are people who, even from Pune, they are attracted to His Holiness Bhakti Prem Maharaj. They go to Ujjain to serve. Or they are attracted to Haladhar Maharaj. They go to Bhuvaneshwar. Or somebody want to take Diksha from Bhakti Vikas Maharaj or Radhanath Maharaj or Radha Govind Maharaj. Everybody, in their heart of hearts, they develop deep trust in some Vaishnava. This Vaishnava is a genuine Vaishnava devotee. And especially they are influenced by the sound vibration. That's most important. It's not the external looks, the sound vibration. How faithfully this person is living what he is speaking, and his speech is especially resonate. Your heart is able to resonate with that sound vibration, because every devotee has a different style of explaining. Correct, no? See, Amarendra Prabhu explains certain way, Gaurang Prabhu explains certain way, Amogla Prabhu has different style. So your heart should resonate with one or two or three Vaishnavas. Identify who they are. That's the first step. Second step, get an opportunity to go and personally live with them and render some services to them. Huh? That's what in the Vedic times people would do. Go to the ashram of a guru, clean the ashram, milk the cow, take the gobar and make gobar cakes, and do extremely menial services, forgetting about your body. So, and how will you render service? Because you have some respect and affection. Therefore, you will render service. Like Narottamdas Thakur. He was a prince, but he was cleaning the stool and urine of Lokanath Goswami, and Lokanath Goswami was shocked. He said, "You are a prince. How can you clean this impure place?" So, similarly, Shamanand Pandit was given service by Jiva Goswami. Jiva Goswami gave him the seva of Seva Kunja, sweeping the floor, and then he got darshan of Shrimati Radharani right now. So similarly, Krishna and Sudama, Sandipani's ashram, they went and rendered service right now. So even Rama and Lakshman, they rendered service to our Vishwamitra in this ashram, correct? So the first is to identify some devotee whom you deeply respect and you have trust in. Second is to go to the ashram and spend some time with the devotee, rendering service to the devotee, menial services. And if you are very scientific minded, then you have to hear from scientific minded devotees like Dhruta Prabhu or Chaitanya Prabhu and people like that. And if your mind is more charmed by pastimes and everything, then you have to hear from such devotees who speak those things. So depending on your inclination, your heart also resonates with different type of Vaishnavas. So identify the devotee, render some service, and hear from them, and ask questions to them genuinely. And you have to have a adoration and admiration for them. Only then you will be able to destroy your bodily consciousness. Otherwise, your bodily consciousness is making you grossly think about yourself to be the body. Very unfortunate thing it is. What is this body? You can see. You can see how the body is changing completely. Can you believe how much difference? Yeah. Why do you take your body so seriously? Huh? See how much difference body can. See how the body changes. See? Huh? You get an idea now. Why to take the body too seriously? Huh? Isn't it? So it's a childhood to youth to old age, everything is going to perish. And at young age, we identify too much with the body. And ahankar is very strong. Me and mine. Huh? मैं लंका नरेश रावण बोल रहा हूँ. You had that ahankar, ahambhava of being a king of Lanka, is it? So I was telling you, identify the Vaishnava, render some service, hear from the Vaishnava, ask questions, dissolve the bodily consciousness. Huh? When you dissolve the bodily consciousness, then only, actually, then you will be able to identify yourself as an insignificant person. Huh? We are not very important. We are only 1/10,000th of the tip of hair. Huh? According to the Shruti Mantra, it says, Balagra, Shatavagasya, Shatada, Kalpitasya cha. We are insignificant. You have seen that cosmic eye, huh? In that vastness of the universe, what is our identity? Even solar system is a dot. Huh? If you see the vastness of the universe. So that is one reason why Prabhupada insisted that one should consider say, You got an idea? So you got the microscopic, macroscopic, both I showed you, huh? Isn't it? So when you see how insignificant we are in the vastness of the universe, huh? But it's only our consciousness that makes us identify with the body, which we see in the mirror. Huh? So it's completely insubstantial. Huh? So to dissolve that bodily consciousness is not very easy, as I told you. But if you hear from a Vaishnava of whom you are affectionate and you are rendering service and you are asking questions and you have adoration for that devotee's intelligence, knowledge, huh? Then we can be transformed. That kind of transformation has been observed in this world. Next.
What is the timing of story of Kacha? My question from yesterday's morning class from story of Kacha. Demigods got nectar by Lord in Mohini incarnation. Then why need to get Sanjeevani Vidya? Is this story earlier from Samudra Manthan story? Then what is the timing of story?
Let us find out. I am also not aware when did this past time happen. But there is always a rivalry between demigods and the demons. Huh? They both are trying to equip themselves with better and better weapons, just like Russia and America. You know, they're increasing their weapons. If you ask them why do you need more weapons, you have enough. No, they want to keep on increasing the number of weapons. The demigods also want to be on the safer side. Anytime they will be attacked by demons, they want this tool, Amrita Sanjeevani mantra, so that they can save the demigods killed by the demons. And upskilling. All of you are not doing upskilling. Everybody is doing upskilling, right? So demigods also want to do upskilling. Next.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, please explain meaning of Rama in Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Kya Ram is Ayodhyapati, Sitapati Ram or
Oh, that is not a problem. Prabhupada said Ram can be Balaram, Ram can be Parashuram, Ram can be Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram. Huh? It can be any of the Ramas. The Hare, when you say that Hare will correspond to whichever personality you take. When you take Ram as Balaram, it will be Revati. Huh? When you take as Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram, it will be Sita. Correct, no? Like that. So, and there is one more meaning of Ram, which is Radha Raman. Huh? Is also called as Ram. Huh? So then it is Krishna only. In that sense. Prabhupada said that's not a problem for us. It is Akarshayati iti Krishna, Ranjayati iti Rama. That's the definition of Krishna and Rama. Uh, Akarshayati means one who attracts and gives bliss is called Krishna. Ranjayati means one who floods the heart with bliss is called Rama. That's the meaning of that. It can be, Ram can be any of these because these are all different manifestations of one Supreme Lord Krishna only. Next.
अहेतुकी भक्ति पर प्रकाश डालिए. How we can do it in practical life, how to achieve. Please explain with some examples how we can relate it.
Okay. How can we do it in practical life? How to achieve? Oh, it's very easy to understand. What is the ahetuki? Therefore, you all remember the past time, we remember the lesson on ascending from fear to love? Fear, desire, duty, love. Correct. Even in material life, why to spiritual life? Start with material life. For example, a boy is studying because his father will beat him up otherwise. He's out of fear, he's studying. Yeah, a boy is studying because his father promised him that if you study well and get first rank, I'll give you a bike. So his goal is to get some material benefit. Or a boy is studying because parents have paid a fee for the school and he can't escape now out of duty. Just like in airport, you all have to do this, security check out of duty. You don't do it out of love. You do it because you're supposed to do. Correct, no? You do it. But a boy who says, I want to see a smile on the face of my mother and father. Huh? I want to make them happy. He is doing out of love. In the same manner, when we are coming to Krishna consciousness, Ahitaki means because Krishna is little far away for us, let us start with devotees. Like somebody says, Prabhu, there was one boy who used to tell us that in all the camps, Sankalp camps, Surti camp, and all, he used to go to the kitchen and wash pots. But he would tell us, please don't announce my name. I don't want any kind of glorification or anything, but I want this seva. I like it very much. So he would wash all the pots, sometimes 4 hours also. He would do like that. So he wants seva, but he doesn't want name. It's unmotivated because we are not giving him any other benefit. He simply wants to serve. Similarly, one little girl, she was in 3rd standard. Her father was giving her 1 rupee coin every day. She went on putting it in a piggy bank. After 1 year, the piggy bank got over flooded. So the father opened it and told the girl, "What do you want, my child? You want? I will take you to the market and buy a frock for you, gown or something like that." She said, "No, no, no. I want to give this money to Goshala." She said. So she's very fond of cows. So she went and gave it to the Goshala in charge. And then that fellow purchased fodder and everything for the cows and served. So it's example of a little girl of her age, 2nd, 3rd standard, may always want something for oneself, correct? No? She wants to give a seva to cow without any expectation. These are in practical life. Similarly, we are building the new temple in Pune. One boy suggested that, Prabhu, I will give 3 months salary to the new temple building because it's going to be 40, 50 crores in those days. So after seeing him, many other boys also came forward and they gave also. So now actually nobody told him that you have to give. On his own, voluntarily, he felt that it should be given. So it's a Haituki service. Similarly, a boy is going home. He said his travel is 20 hours by train. So he took a book bag from the temple. So he purchased the books first. Bhagavad Gita and some different small books and everything. Put it in his bag. On the way, he finished off selling them. So he wanted to distribute Prabhupada's books. So now nobody is, he doesn't even know whether his name will be announced or not. But he felt that Prabhupada will be pleased if I distribute the books without any expectation. So there are many things we can do without any expectation. One time, one brahmachari in Chowpatty was telling me, Damodar Prabhu, he used to go to this Talavan base in those days, Nerul. So one day it was Ekadashi day, so he was going in the evening at 5 o'clock. So one assistant brahmachari would go with him, wearing white color. So that brahmachari, after they reached Talavan base by 6 o'clock or 6:30, and he said, Prabhu, today is Ekadashi day. It will be nice if we can make some carrot halwa, because they had Jagannath Brother Subhadra there. We can offer to them. And the boys are all there, inmates, everybody is here, so they can take. So this Damodar was telling that he thought this fellow wants to make carrot halwa because he wants to eat. He was thinking like that. Most amazing thing was that fellow made carrot halwa, offered to Jagannath, and served it to all the boys. And he didn't eat even one morsel also. Damodar asked him, "Hey, what about you?" He said, "No, no, Prabhuji, I'm doing Nirjal today. I'm not taking." He said, he was like shocked. My Lord, I committed offense to you. I thought you are eager to make carrot halwa because you want to eat. But he had no motive, personally no motive. He just wanted to please the devotees. In this way, in our own life, we can sometimes render such a service without any motivation. Like one devotee was about to go to sleep on a Saturday night, 10:30, 11. He saw one new boy had come to our campus because we have a meeting on Saturdays, youth meetings. So all the boys went to sleep early, but this boy came a little late to the temple. He finished his dinner. It was cold winter. He was stranded. So this brahmachari went and asked him, Prabhu, oh, you're standing alone. Do you want to go back or do you want to stay? He said, I want to stay, he said. Do you want some help? He said, Prabhuji, I don't have any bedding. So it's a little cold. The wind is blowing. I don't know whom to ask. So he went around and saw the in charge had slept away and everything was locked. So this brahmachari gave all his things to him. He gave his foam, he gave his blanket, pillow, everything. He went and set up the bed for him, put this boy to rest and put the blanket over him, and he came back to ashram. He just slept in a wooden plank without any covering or anything like that. So it's a selfless service. He was thinking that the new boy is very young and he will need this facility. There are many devotees, they may not be very advanced, pure devotees at the moment, but even though they may be young, they are doing unmotivated service. There are Matajis who come to our temple who make garland for 7 hours a day. Can you imagine? There is one Mataji in Pune. Last 25 years she's doing every week, 2 days or 3 days, she does garland for 7 hours sitting at a stretch. Now, who is giving them any salary? Huh? She's doing it simply out of respect for Guru and affection for Krishna. There are many, many examples we can give in daily life. Next.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Prabhu, sometimes when we are inconsistent in sadhana for prolonged period of time, we fall into our old nasty tendencies. We may regret it later, but can't resist at that time. So, Prabhu, what to do then?
See, just as nails keep growing, hair keeps growing, beard or mustache or the nails, you have to keep time to time shaving and clipping the nails. Or like daily you have to brush the teeth. Daily you have to take a bath. If you don't brush the teeth, your mouth stings. If you don't take a bath, your body stings. If you don't chant the holy name attentively, mind stings. How can the mind stink? Mind stinking means we become angry with everybody. You become irritable. You become proud. You become envious and revengeful and all. So all these bad qualities manifest in the mind when chanting is not intense and purifying. You know? So just as you have to do things consistently, you yourself have given an answer in the question that you are not consistent. So you have to become consistent. If you are not alert, you know, alertness is a very important quality. I'll just show you. See, this deer, how alert is going to drink water, but very careful. Because the same place there can be danger. See how the legs are. See the legs. How he's keeping the leg ready to run away. If any symptoms show up in the water, the deer will run away. See? Now they will show in slow motion, you see. This level of the water is going up. See here? See, lifted the leg. Yeah. Yeah. So we have to be like this. How many of you think we are not so alert like this deer? Correct? Isn't it? Yeah. Such crocodile, almost whole body of the crocodile came out. Huh? Sana. So, therefore, you know, see, for the deer, if he was not alert, his life would be gone. Because the plan of crocodile was what? Catch the rear two legs. Rear legs, if you catch, what the crocodile can do? Pull it down into the water. Inside the water, he cannot breathe. Then after he dies, then it will become a feast for him. Correct, no? But especially you will see the deer exactly lifted the two legs behind. You saw, no? He knows very well. That's where the crocodile will catch. He used the front two legs for running, but back two legs he lifted. Correct, no? And crocodile got cheated because of alertness of the deer. So we also have to be alert in waking up, alert in sadhana, alert in study. Because daily consistent performance keeps you very protected. It's like, yeah, can a soldier run to the war without weapons? Huh? What will happen? This Dandavakara ran to battle like this. He was so angry with Krishna, he ran to the battle. Krishna, I'm going to kill you now. Krishna said, wait a minute, you don't have any weapons, go and bring weapons. Huh? He was so angry that he forgot to bring the weapons. Huh? Isn't it? So you can't go to battle without weapons. Huh? Go and bring the weapons first. Weapons is the chanting of the holy name. Huh? The morning. So, similarly, carelessness means, imagine, it's like playing a badminton on a boat which has a hole. Huh? You are very happily playing badminton, but slowly water is leaking in, and the whole boat is going to sink. It's like playing badminton on a singing boat. Huh? Very craziness. So you will see that even if you don't read Prabhupada's books, you feel little weak. And if you don't do the morning program, gradually material desires creep in. Maya is 24/7 ready. As soon as you're a little careless, she has engagement for you immediately. Yeah. Next.
Many first year boys, including good pious boys, who are enthusiastic in the beginning for device sessions, but as the time passes and other materialistic societies, activities, and college fest starts, then they are very much inclined towards that. And gradually they start to miss device sessions, MMC, and camps. Then how to convince them to come for camps?
Yeah. So uh, there are various reasons for this. One is we are not giving casual dose, we are giving straight spiritual dose. Device, if you see, first they learn about does God exist, then learn about the soul, then they learn about material world, spiritual world. Those boys who attend the device course who are really sincere and serious, they understand that this is a pure spiritual knowledge from the Gita. It's very important for me. They keep coming. Although many club activities are also there, they don't stop. Otherwise, how are we getting some people? Correct? No? They keep coming. And then there are boys who understand the subject, but they think this subject is not of any immediate need for me. Some boys say, this is very good, what you guys are teaching. I would like to learn it when maybe after 50, 60 years I can learn. They feel like that. It's not a very urgent thing. Now I have more other important things to do. So I have a suggestion. We can have some alternate sessions where we give something that is relevant to their current life also. Uh, Like one of the colleges, what they would do, one device session and the next week something practically helpful. Then again, another device session, they would do practical. Like that they would do. They called even people from Microsoft and all to come and give, certain seminars. Similarly, they called the college topper and he gave a study tip seminar. He gave also like that. So they told me that that is apart from the weekly program. The weekly program was also there, but there was a rule that only the weekly program attendees will get that. You attend the weekly program, then you get the study tip seminar. Otherwise, you don't get. No. So that kind of thing they had made. So that worked. Then boys also come for the weekly program. They know that if you take the spiritual dose, then you will also get material dose also. They'll give you. You know, some boys are weak in engineering drawing. So there was a very expert devotee in engineering drawing. He has a very good knack of teaching engineering drawing. So he would teach the boys, first year boys. So they were happily coming. There was another boy who was very good in mathematics, mathematical genius. He's come with outstanding mathematical accolades. So he was teaching mathematics. One was teaching engineering drawing, one was teaching mathematics. So the first year boys would come running. But every week they would attend the class. You know, After the class is over, the boys are ready to stay back even a couple of hours also to learn mathematics, to learn engineering drawing or something like that. They see that this is a place where not only my spiritual life is taken care, also I get some support for my academics also. And that kind of thing we can offer them support. That's number one. Number two, you have some time to connect with them well. During the first 6 sessions or 8 sessions. If your friendship with them becomes strong between mentor-mentee, then mentor has the hold over the mentee to invite them for the program. Correct now? When they are getting drifted away, when the mentor should go and meet them one on one. Especially if you think some boys are very good, you can even take out a little time and go and meet them and sit with them and find out what is the difficulty. If they have any reservations or any doubts or what keeps them so busy. I have always seen boys have a lot of respect for someone guiding them. If they go and spend a little time one on one, then they again start coming back. Mm, Yeah. And also, time to time, some talks by outstanding people, either from your own college toppers or from business professional field, somebody very outstanding. They talk online, offline. That makes a lot of impact for the boys. And that is not going to compromise on our spiritual input, which will continue going. Next.
How to
One
build
thing nowadays the boys are looking for the most is not just classes, not just some theoretical classes. They're looking for some experience. So one time in Hyderabad, they had Anubhav camp, they called it. What is Anubhav camp? Experience. So 2 weeks you can come and stay in the voice. So those boys who completed Sankalp, between Sankalp to Spurti, they allowed them to come and stay for 2 weeks. Free prasad, free accommodation. You can accept and go to college from here. and see our lifestyle. So in the mornings, they had a half an hour classes on Sattva-guna, Rajoguna, Tamaguna. They taught those things, mind management, and then balance, work-life balance. They taught them. They also taught them time management. So these kind of things they taught them also in the morning, and they attended the chanting, dancing, prasad with devotees, and the importance of following the four relative principles. How if you don't follow, what harm will come? All that they explained. So they got almost 12 boys come and stayed, out of which 7 moved in, out of 12. They said even before Spurti, they moved in. Uh, so this is with 3 centers, almost the joining rate is 60%. People join. You can try that between Sankalpa and Spurti. Because people don't know who we are. When they come and see our lifestyle, they're shocked. My Lord, these people are like it's look like heaven. You know, this type of lifestyle is much different from hostel life. Correct, no? Yes, when they come and see, generally we invite them only after Udkarsh. Huh? But if we invite them even well before, especially the cream boys, serious boys, then they will come. Once they come here, how will they miss the classes? Correct, no? No. Then Hyderabad also, Pune also, our Mansur Prabhu has done. Hyderabad, you can ask our Tarun Mohan Prabhu and Mahaprabhu Chaitanya Prabhu. They have done also. And it works. Many people have joined this recent year. Yes.
How to build genuine relationship while preaching. If someone earlier was introvert and trying to change now, interacted with very less people earlier.
Yeah. Some people are very introvertish. They don't open up much. They're reserved and they're fearful also to speak much. They have to be given encouragement and confidence. Don't expect them to immediately open up. So I'll just show you. See this. Read that.
First, understanding the individual. Taking time to understand the person's feelings and emotions means a lot to many people. It is the key to understanding someone else's needs.
Yeah. See, Krishna took time to understand the emotions and feelings of Arjuna. So one full chapter Krishna did not speak. First chapter, correct, no? Only second chapter when Arjuna surrendered, he began speaking. That means, if you are a good listener, if you ask people some question and make them speak, then it helps them understanding the individual. How do you understand? I'll tell you. You ask him, what's your name? Which part of India you belong to? Where did you do your schooling and everything? What were your hobbies? And how do you find the college here? Who are your friends here? And how is the studies? Are you comfortable here? And how did you get connected to this program? How do you find our programs? See, you're asking about his school days. You're asking about his college day. You're asking about his connection to the program. And what is one thing that you like most in Krishna consciousness? You know, and what are you very comfortable with our philosophy? What you are not so comfortable with our philosophy? You're finding it little difficult or something, and any type of help you need in your life, and any queries you have. When you're attending the classes, how do you find the classes? Are they relatable or are they looking like something else? Are they looking very difficult to comprehend? How do you feel? So these are the kind of questions which you ask to get understanding of the individual. Some of them will say little, they'll speak in the beginning. Eventually, they'll open up. And you can also tell some personal stories from your life also. You can say that, like if they are introvertish, you can also say, I was also very introvertish. Like, when I was in my college days, I would go to the class when the bell rings, and another bell rings, I'll be out of the class. I won't mix with many people. I was very reserved. Only one or two very good people I'll mix with because I didn't want to waste time with people who gossip and do other things, correct? No? So I was very shy before, but after coming to Krishna consciousness, nobody will believe I was a shy person. Now I talk to hundreds and thousands of people now, everywhere. So this lifestyle helps you to blossom your personality, from being very closed and introvertish within yourself, and you can blossom and open up and reach out to other people. So when you talk to them, when you make them answer their questions, gradually they are going to blossom in their personality over a period of time. Again?
Second, attention to details. Small good deeds might leave lasting positive feeling. Small discourtesies and forms of disrespect can greatly affect the relation.
Yeah. For example, for young kids, children and the boys, girls, when they are very young, their birthdays are very important for them. Huh? If you know their date of birth, and then you send a message or you give them some gift or something. I know that it's your birthday today. I came to know. I write something and give. It makes a big difference to them because they don't have too many people giving them. Huh? If somebody gives them, they feel gratitude. Huh? This is a small good deed, which if you do. Huh? Like one boy was going, home during this, after the Smriti, there was some holiday. He was going. One devotee gave him a packet of prasad to carry. Huh? Boy was very happy. Huh? Prabhuji came to the station. He gave me a prasad or whatever. So sometimes small good deeds you do, they have a lasting positive feeling. Similarly, one boy was having a fever, and doctor told him you can't eat normal hostel food. Huh? So one devotee made khichdi for him and gave him for 2 3 days. He gave him khichdi. Huh? He went and supplied him. So the boy became very grateful. I couldn't eat anything else. Morning he gave him soup, evening he gave him khichdi. 2 3 days he gave, and then he became all right after that. So small deeds you do may leave a lasting positive feeling. And small discourtesies and forms of disrespect, what is it? Uh, Sometimes you talk ill of that boy to somebody else by ridiculing him. Hey, he's a timid fellow, he's very introvertish, you say. And somebody goes and tells him, Prabhuji, your mentor told that you are introvert. Then he will feel very bad. Because boys sometimes are very delicate. If they give you some personal information, you should not tell it to anybody about it because they will not like it. They will ask, hey, who told you? Huh? So you have to be very careful. Don't release confidences about them. Hmm. Like they got poor marks in one paper and they told you, Prabhuji, I'm weak in maths. And then you tell somebody he's very weak in maths. Then if the word goes to him, he will run away, he will never come. Huh? So take care. You can tell good about him to anybody. You tell his glories to a dozen people, he will be more happy with you. But don't tell about the weakness to anybody. Next.
Third, keeping commitments. Maintaining a promise can be a major boost to the relation.
In case you promise them something, you have to keep the promise. If you tell him that, you need some help in maths, you know, I have one devotee who will help you, a senior devotee. Don't worry. By next week I will arrange it. And then 3 months are passed, you didn't arrange it. He will say, प्रभु जी बड़ा बड़ा बात करते हैं कुछ करते नहीं है हाँ? सिर्फ बोलते हैं बड़ा बड़ा बात है. So don't just promise, do it. And then
Breaking a promise can be a major injury to the relation.
yeah.
We should be careful in making promises. We should consider unforeseen obstacles in fulfilling them.
Yeah, we should be attentive. Like for example, you tell him, don't worry, next week I will come and pick you up in my bike to go for the class. Because you had to come walking. So next week I'll come. Next week you don't go. And then he also doesn't come for the class. Then you call him next day and ask, hey, why you didn't come to class yesterday? Prabhuji, you said you'll come in the bike. Sheikh, if I didn't come, you could have come with one of your friends. So many others are coming, you could have come. If you say like that, he will say, you say one thing and you are not following it. Correct, no? You have to be very careful in making promises. If you make a promise, keep it. Yeah.
Fourth, showing integrity. It means aligning values and behavior to practice what we preach. Integrity is the quality of being upright in principle and action, especially in the situations that test sincerity of purpose, responsibility, or trust. Integrity creates a foundation of trust which is essential for cooperation and long term growth.
Integrity is more difficult than honesty because honesty means to say what you will do. Integrity means to keep your promise. So, like being moral, being ethical, being truthful, and then sticking to the principles of character, pure character. These things are observed by the boys. What you do, what you say, or what type of person you are, they watch you. They watch your movements. They watch your talks. There is one company which has a motto. It says, "We said, come on, we did." That's the motto of the company. Beautiful, no? What is that? We said, we did. That means integrity. That means you made a promise, you kept the promise. That is integrity. Integrity means thoroughly honest, no holes. One's dealings, character, transparent. One is not a cheater, no duplicity. जो अंदर है बाहर आता है. Nothing, no cunningness or duplicity or diplomacy or anything. When they see that you are a genuine person, genuine people carry a energy with them, vibrations with them. So when they become touched by those vibrations, they put trust in you very easily. One of the reasons why people are able to put trust in certain people is the degree the person is transparent and pure, and he does not do any diplomacy, then people are able to connect very easily. So this is a very vital quality. Uh,
Fifth, apologizing sincerely when making a mistake. A genuine apology could be a great boost to the relation, but repeated apologies can be perceived as insincere. Those who possess a sense of security can apologize. They don't worry what that others might consider admitting a mistake to be a weakness. Mistakes of judgment, which are usually of the mind, are easily forgiven, but mistakes of the heart, involving pride, rationalization, and ill motives, are more difficult to forgive.
when you are dealing with boys, you know, sometimes in case you commit some mistake, you shouldn't fear to say sorry to them. Uh, I made a promise, I didn't keep my promise, I'm sorry. Uh, or probably I pushed you too much to come for the camp and you had difficulty studying. I'm sorry. Now you take out your time and study, and I will also offer you additional help or whatever. Then they understand, okay, you are very kind and considerate. So, and that apology should be sincere, he says. It cannot be just upari upar. It cannot be superficial. Uh, yes.
Sixth, clarifying expectations. The root of many relationship difficulties is conflicting or ambiguous expectations, especially in regard to roles and goals. We create negative situations by assuming that our expectations are self evident. It requires courage, effort, and time to clarify expectations at the beginning of a relation, but it will prevent misunderstandings and disappointments in the long run.
This is all due to assumption. Never have any assumption. Like, anything you expect from the boy, you frankly speak to him. You tell him. Like for example, one time they told the boys that we are going to give you Java or C++ or something like that, some training they're going to give you. But then they didn't tell the boys that they have to get up early in the morning. They were not aware. They thought only the course is there. So they came for the course, but then they were told now you have to wear dhoti kurta, you have to get up early in the morning. And the boys were shocked. When I came on that particular year, the question answer session, 5, 6 questions came on there, correct? Boys asked, Prabhuji, we were invited for this STW, software training workshop, but we were not told that there is also VTW along with that. It's not with all the colleges, only one college it was. In that particular college, there were 8 10 boys were there. They were all very angry that the clarifying was not done. Then I asked those senior devotees, why you didn't tell them? They said, we were not sure if we tell them whether they'll come or not. अभी आ गए ना, अभी dose दे सकते हैं, spiritual dose. So the boys felt some diplomacy in that. Later on, I called all the preachers and told them, see, Prabhus, be thoroughly honest in this. Tell them that morning, evening, there is spiritual training, and daytime, there is software training. Make it very honest, because if they perceive any duplicity in you, they will not come close to you. They'll go far away from you. So these are 6 ways, correct? Huh? So you will remember understanding the individual, attention to small details, keeping our promise and commitments, showing integrity, apologizing if we commit a mistake, and clarifying expectations. Okay? And these are things which help us to understand and get closer to the word. Yeah, next. Yeah. What time I have to go? I have to till 2 right now? Yes, Rohit. Next.
Hare Krishna. First, how to improve japa and how to protect us fallen into sleep in japa in morning? How to improve japa? Second, what is the ideal time taken to complete one round of japa?
One round of japa, you can take between 7 minutes to 7.5 minutes. That's ideal time. So in 2 hours, you can complete 16 rounds. Some devotees who chant a little faster can complete in 1 hour 45 minutes. That's all right. But not so lesser than that. Some people finish in 1.5 hours, not very good. It'll be too fast. 1 hour 40 minutes or 45 minutes is all right. Up to 2 hours is good. And one round could be like 7 to 7.5 minutes. That is a good time for chanting. His Holiness Jayapataka Maharaj also said that 7 to 7.5 minutes is good. And then third question, what is that?
Sometime I take 1 hour to complete 4 rounds, and I
No,
think
first question.
how to improve japa and how to protect us to falling into sleep in japa in the morning.
So the falling asleep happens to 4 or 5 reasons. One reason is the night you must have slept late and morning you got up early. You didn't get 6 hours of sleep. Then you feel very tired during japa. Correct, no? Body is like machine. It is fatigued machine. A fatigued machine is inefficient. Correct, no? So have a good night's sleep. Some days you lie down 6 hours, but sleep is not sound. So 2 hours before you go to sleep, make sure your computer is not used. Don't use mobile also. No screen time 2 hours before. Like 9:30 you're sleeping, by 7:30, 8 o'clock you wind up from the computer. 1.5, 2 hours, don't use your eyes. Maybe you can hear something. Maybe hear some lectures. Or somebody can read, you can hear also. If you can do that. Otherwise, you will see that if by looking at the bright screen, your pupils become dilated. Then you don't get sleep at 9:30. 9:30 you lie down till 11 you won't get sleep lying down. So that is one thing. Another thing, don't eat heavy at night. Finish 2-3 hours before lying down. Your prasadam should be done. Like say you're sleeping at 9:30, by 7 prasadam should be over. How many of you finish prasad before 7:30? You finish before 7:30? Okay. How many of you take by 8 o'clock? Yeah. 8 o'clock if you take, by 9:30 it is digested already? Not so digested, yeah. Then if it is not digested well, the next day morning your stomach is heavy. Correct, no? And if the early morning, as soon as you get up, one should feel the pressure to go to washroom. As soon as you go, the mala should be removed from the body completely. The urine and stool should be cleared, and you take a bath, you feel very fresh, and your stomach is empty in the morning. Then when you sit in Padmasana, it's very easy to withdraw your consciousness from external world to internal world. But the stomach is still loaded with mala. It's not cleared in the morning. Some people go 2-3 times in a day, bit by bit by bit. It's not very good. So the digestion should be good. One should eat accordingly. If you can eat a little early, it is good. Many of you are sleeping at 9:30. If by 7 o'clock, 7:30, it can be over, it will be very good. You can find out how to do that. Early eating, right now. So, because after the sunset, you don't have the support of the sun to digest your food. That's why Jains don't eat after sunset. You know that? They don't take anything. So, that is regarding your food. Don't have a heavy belly in the morning. Belly should be light. Another thing that causes us sleep also is some stomach disease. Anybody has any indigestion? That causes stomach diseases, correct? No? In constipation, indigestion, then the chanting, then it causes gases to go up, and then you feel very cloudy, you feel drowsy, you feel not very. Then you have to go to your Ayurvedic doctor and take some treatment so that your stomach is healthy. Then also there is even in chanting, although Shraddha, Sadhusanga, Bhajana Kriya, Anartha Nivritti, Nishtha. Between Anartha Nivritti and Nishtha, there are 5 impurities in our mind. They are called as Laya, Vikshepa, apratipatti, rasaswada, kashaya. So, laya means feeling sleepy. Our Amagulapu used to joke, laya means lie. He used to say like that. Laya means you feel like lying down. So laya is a feeling sleepy. So because anarthas are still there, that's why you feel sleepy. It's not yet purified. And vikshepa means distractions. Mind wandering during japa time. The eyes and ears have to be controlled. I put a earplug so I don't feel any other noise. And eyes, I close one eye, and other eyeball, I bring it to rest here. Look at this. All of you close one eye, and with the other eyeball, look at the tip of the nose. The good news is nose is a non-moving part. Look at the nose. You can see that. Then when the eyeball is resting here, you won't see anybody around you. You can completely concentrate. You try this. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. You will get a very good concentration. Krishna says you bring both eyeballs here, but that causes a little headache. Try this. Little, you feel little headache here when you bring both eyeballs. So I generally close one eye because Krishna says if you close both the eyes, you go to sleep. You open both the eyes, you are distracted. But if you close one eye and one eyeball, you bring it here, then you can concentrate. Hmm? So then, not fully closing eye is another way to keep awake. Correct? No? And also chant audibly. Prabhupada said, don't hiss like a snake. Some people say like that. Don't do that, he said. Clearly, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Even if you chant fast, it should be very clear pronunciation should be there. Yeah. So chant audibly, pronounce clearly, hear attentively. Keep your one eye open at least, and eat light. You can, in case your body is very tired, we call kaya klesha, we call it. If body is very tired due to too much of heavy load of work the previous day, you can walk and chant. But walk like this short distance from here to there. Because if you walk long distance, you have to do traffic control. Somebody else may come in between. But in small distance, if you walk, nobody will come there. Like you can come to the extreme end and walk within this range. And look down. Don't look at anybody. Don't look out of the window. Don't look at the notice board. Look down and you chant. Okay?
Sometime I take 1 hour to complete 4 rounds, and I think I
Oh, 1 hour to chant 4 rounds means you have slept away. You are very tired. Yeah. Yes.
and I think I did not fall asleep. Then what to do? Sometime I take 1 hour to complete 4 rounds, and I think I did not fall asleep. Then what?
Then you are hallucinating. You're dreaming. It's called daydreaming. Like, one boy was thinking that, I will just take a 5 minute sleep. In that 5 minute sleep, he dreamt that Elon Musk is inviting him for a job. So, people are hallucinating like that. Correct, no? Yeah. Yes.
Question 4: how to outcome of this illusion that I don't fall into sleep in japa?
You can ask your friends. Uh, you can sit next to your friend and tell him, Prabhuji, in case I stop chanting, his Holiness Bhaktisaraj Maharaj said, if a person is sleeping means what? His lips are not moving. When lips stop completely, they're not moving, then a person is sleeping. But otherwise, difficult to say because some people are sitting calmly, their soft sound they're making. You have to go near and see whether the lips are moving. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. There is one devotee in Mayapur. He will take Angavastra and completely cover his head, sitting next to Prabhupada, but clearly you can hear his sound. Hare Krishna, and Padmalochan Prabhu, he used to sit and chant, no? Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare, clearly. Although his head is covered, he is not sleeping. He's wide awake. Next.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisance. I cannot follow my priority in my life because of that. Because of that, sometimes I could not attend morning program, could not follow instructions of Nimayanand Prabhuji. But I genuinely I want to please him throughout my life. Please guide me.
See, what this fellow has happened to him, what I understood was, because he did not make proper priorities, some workload came to him on the day, morning, probably exam or something, correct, no? Like some people don't study, don't study, don't study, and lastly the examination day has come. And if he doesn't cut the morning program, he won't get time to study. Correct, no? That's a good example for this. So, see, generally what we should do, I'll just show you just 1 minute. See, for example, you're able to see the calendar? Yeah. See, I am here. See, Bilaspur, Champa. While I am here, I'll think about the next place. Varanasi, Prayagraj. I will ask, hey, what is the schedule for me? Please send me. And on 7th, I will ask, you know. And then similarly, this weekend is IIT Patna. There is a big program, 200 students. So I asked him for title 4 days before. So he gave. Huh? And here it is going to be packed. I won't get any time. See here, this 12th, the packed day. So I need to know what topics I have to speak where. Huh? So I was preparing for it during the day, 11th year. On 11th, after the morning program, daytime, I got some time. I prepared for all these things. So only 3 days I was in Dhanbad. Then I asked Nimanand, what is my schedule? So if I don't ask the schedule, what happens? After coming here, I have to prepare everything, correct? No? After reaching here. So now next week I have Kartik Yatra now, 1 week. I have to speak 4 days, I have to speak on Kartik Yatra, 4 different places. So now already I know the topic and notes I have already got now. So if I don't prepare in advance, the last day is a day I will have to cut something. You will see that. So, and also I make like this calendar well in advance for the whole year. November is already ready. Where all I have to go. So I keep following up with people. Up to December also I make. Now before the December starts, I will release my 2026 calendar. Before the 1st December. For the whole year I will release. That will have a major headings like this. And the minor, this kind of detailed thing will come later on, near when the months approach more near like that. So why I am saying this, prioritizing is a very vital aspect of life. I'll just show you. See, this is how. See here. First generation, just to-do list and execute. In a day, say you made a list of 8 items, only 4 items got over. So 4 you push it to the next day. And the next day, 8 more comes. So 12. Then again, 8 items are remaining. So like this, what happens at the end of the week, there are 20 items undone. Correct, no? So then they came to second generation. They said, whichever items are not getting done today, you push them to one of the days of the week, the same week or the next month, next week or they were making for a calendar not for today, but for a week or 1 month. The third generation, they said, prioritize your list because you are getting too many things to do now. You can't do everything. You are humanly impossible to do too many things. So, what is the importance to prioritize? And some you have to keep, some you have to drop. Then the prioritization came. And then they found even if you prioritize, even among the prioritized things also, you have too many things to do. Then it came, what is of value to you? And let me give you an example. See, a man was working in an IT company. The IT company told him that instead of 12 hours, if you can make it 14 hours. And in those days, they were giving him 45,000. We'll give you 50,000 per month, they said. Now it will be like 2-3 lakhs now. So this man was thinking, should I accept, make it 14 hours? So he came home and asked his wife. She was also very enthusiastic. She said, oh, that's good. We can get a round number. Make it 50K instead of 45. But they both realized when he got that additional work, so he was going in the morning at 8. At night, earlier he was coming at 8. That means 12 hours. But now he was coming back at 10. And then he would have his dinner late at night and they would sleep at 12. And then morning he would get up at 7, just take bath and run. And the child at home, didn't get any time of the father. Wife didn't get time with the husband. Although he got little extra money, they both realized within 2-3 months they were getting frustrated and there were quarrels at home, misunderstandings. So little money is coming extra, but that is spoiling the happiness at home. So again, he told his boss that give me the whole salary enough. Cut my 8 o'clock I go in the morning, 8 o'clock I come back at night. He did that because he understood relationships are of more value than money. He understood, correct? No. Similarly, another man, he was working in a company. His boss told him 16 hours if you work. Uh, in those days, I know the person. They gave him 95,000 rupees per month. They were giving in those days, way back in between 2001 to 2005. But when they gave him 95,000 rupees salary, they removed 5 people from the department. All their job came on him. So he had to work 16 hours a day. So he had a severe health crisis. Because 16 hours work, you can imagine what kind of work it will be. That means you go in the morning at 8, you come back at what time? 12 the night. Yeah. So that was the way that was the way he was working. So he was working after 3 months. It was very thrilling work for 3 months. After that, he collapsed. He was admitted in the hospital, and a lot of money was spent, and he had to do MRI, CT scan, and all that heart problem and everything. So what I'm saying is, so he also realized what is a value. Health is a value. So he was not getting time for taking care of his health. So relationship, health, far more important than these two is spirituality. huh? Getting time to be with God, meditation, chanting, reflection, study of Shastra, association of devotees. These are things which cool down your mind, give focus in your life, and they also help you to become a good human being and an angel. So, therefore, identifying what is of value is the most important thing in life. What is worthy of, actually, what are things which are useless but which are attached to, is to impressing the society. Like you will see, there was one lady uh, who was trying to become popular. I'll just show you that. See, this is her name, Esena O'Neill Story. She was having 5 lakh Instagram followers at one time and 2 lakh YouTube subscribers. She had more than 60,000 Snapchat followers, you see. She was very popular media influencer. Behind the glamour, she felt empty, anxious, and pressured. Because, look at the top picture. uh, So that is how she presents herself in social media. But eventually, she found to put up a facade in the face in the media is very difficult because she admitted that constantly validation seeking harmed her mental health. You see, she's crying below. You see, because she has to compete with many others. So the external fame without inner fulfillment brought her misery. Then what she did in 2015, she quitted, deleting her Instagram posts, and she renamed the account to "Social media is not real life." See, she exited Instagram, YouTube, Tumblr, everything, Snapchat, everything. In 2019, she briefly returned to Instagram with only 2,000 followers. Posted a single photo. That's all, and then she remained largely offline. Recently, she has been somewhat active only on Pinterest, where she shares candid photos of her new life with a modest following of around 1,400. What she says is, I don't want a real life, I want real life. Because what is real life? If you see, I'll just show you. See, there are many negative influences, like you see, detox teas, appetite suppressant lollipops, dieting in general, all these things, these are all cheating. Toxic wellness, so-called wellness trend. These are not for wellness. These are negative influence. And then these are toxic. And then you see this one, Instagram. See, this lady, she looks like this, but actually she's like this. You're able to see, no? They are able to make her look like this in Instagram. So these are called fake ideals. Huh? The fake ideals actually pose as if they are very attractive, but when people see them in reality, they think, hey, this is how you look like. Huh? So these are things which cause them a lot of tension. Okay. So therefore, ask yourself, how much time do you spend trying to impress the world around you? Huh? That's a waste of time, actually. Lot of time goes in trying to uh, impress other people. The Sachin Charan Prabhu wrote one famous sentence. He said, people are purchasing things which they don't need or impressing people whom they don't like, you know, by spending money which they don't own. Huh? Like that he said. Huh? And what is the money they don't own? That is credit card. And trying to impress the people whom they envy. And things they purchase are unnecessities. Uh, Many things they purchase to show off. He said. So therefore, people, spend too much time in useless things. So ask yourself, what is the value? Next.
What to do if I day sleep 4 5 days a week for 1.5 hours? If I don't sleep, I feel my efficiency is decreasing and I feel sleepy the whole day.
That is because you are not sleeping early in the night. You take it as a challenge. Sleep by 9:30, get up at 3:30. You will not have to sleep during day at all. Uh, And even if you feel a little tired by sleeping 9:30, 3:30, in the daytime you can take a small nap, 10 minutes nap. It's called power nap. Hmm. Power nap will become spoiled if you take 1.5 hours rest. That will drain your energy in the daytime. Daytime you sleep, your body will become fat and eyes will become bloodshot. Heat increases heat in the body. Daytime sleep. Night only is the right time to sleep. So night, if you all want, you can take little extra also. Instead of 6 hours, you can take 6.5 in the night. But daytime sleep is no good. At the most 10 minutes or 15 minutes max. Next. This boy who is saying this, he must be sleeping at 11 mostly. Because if he sleeps at 11 and then morning he gets up, I'd say even if he gets up at 5 or 6, still in the daytime they feel sleepy. And they will sleep 1.5, 2, 3 hours a day. And they will never be satisfied. Therefore, we have to sleep early. Next.
One devotee talks rudely and have too much bossing mentality. Many times I become angry on him and I am not able to develop amanina mandena. Please help me what to do.
Keep away from that devotee. Huh? Anyway, he is speaking rudely. He is not proper in conduct. So don't connect with the devotee. Keep away from the devotee. That is best for you. Because he is bringing worst out of you. So you should connect with people who bring best out of you. Like Dhruva Maharaja's own mother, Suniti, brought best out of him. And his stepmother brought worst out of him. So you have to decide whom to connect. So you have already identified. So don't connect. Keep away. When he comes to you, just say, fall down, say, Haribol, Hare Krishna, and then you go your way. Don't spend time with such people. Next. Only you have to connect with uplifting people. Huh? Yeah.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji,
Thank you.
Pamho. Prabhuji, after morning program, japa and some critical seva, we get only that much time to study on the academic study. Prabhuji, I have some other interest apart from my departmental subjects. Quite often I feel that I'm not able to dedicate enough time for my interests in the voice. Please answer my query, Prabhuji.
Yeah. One thing, it will be nice if this devotee had written a little more clearly what are his other interests. It will be more helpful. If the devotee is here, he can reveal if it is not a great secret or something. Huh? Is the devotee here? Because other interests means other can be so many things, correct? No? Then it will be more helpful to answer this question. Otherwise, it's very difficult to answer in a general manner. Correct. No, for example, extracurricular, codings and other things. Yeah. Yeah. So, see, those who are voice devotees, Sometimes they are criticized by other boys saying that you guys are giving 3 hours for God in the morning. Huh? Look at us, we are free bird. But if you see the other boys who are not voice devotees, they spend time in many other forms of entertainment. Are they not? Have you not seen them roaming, going for movies, playing the several type of games, and watching Netflix TV? Huh? And they spend time in hotels. They spend time hanging around with their friends. So they spend 3 hours evening with the friends, and they start the study in the night mostly. 9 or 10 o'clock they start. Many of them till 2 o'clock they are awake, and daytime they sleep a lot. Correct, no? But all of you, whatever time they are wasting with Maya, you are spending it for Krishna. They are spending in the evening, you are spending in the morning, and they are spending it uselessly, and you are spending it constructively. One should know that. Correct, no? So in this way, uh, and also apart from this morning, say night, if you sleep at 9, let us say you sleep at 9, you get up at 3. Huh? So 3 to 4:30, 3 to 4 you have time. Correct, no? 1 hour you have time. Huh? Say you take bath half an hour, so you only half an hour you have time. And then what time they go to college from here? Huh? 8 they have to leave. The program is end by 7:15, I think, is it? 7:40 class ends. Huh? 7:40 they leave. 7:40 they leave from here. That means morning they don't get any personal time at all. They don't get. So night, that means if they sleep at 9:30, they get up at 3:30. Half an hour they are able to get ready. Morning they are able to get ready. So night 9:30, and college is not there every day till evening. Correct? No, is it there every day? Mm. Because I have heard both in India and abroad in IITs and premier institutes in America also that at least 3 days a week, the second half of the day is free, which means after 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. Correct? No. So let us say you are free after between 1 to night 9:30. How much time it is? Say 1:30 to 9:30. Yeah. 3 days you are getting 8 hour slot. Correct, no? One has to utilize this time very well. Like you want to do some coding and other things. Yes, you can devote some time for that. Are you going to study 8 hours? Hmm. That's why I told you the time waste means sense gratification. Atyahara, prayasa, prajalpa, niyamagraha, janasangha. So if you don't waste time in those things, you will get time for you to spend for your extracurricular activities also. Next.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Prabhu Danvar Pranam. Prabhu, after camps, not complete. Prabhuji, if I have given two services simultaneously given by two different senior devotees, then which one should I prioritize?
You bring both of them together. Uh-huh. Tell them, Prabhu, service, senior A, senior B, come here. You gave this, you gave that. Now you both discuss amongst yourself and decide which service I should do. Next.
Hare Krishna Prabhu Danvar Pranam. Prabhu, my question is that sometimes there are devotees in a particular batch who are taking up services and doing sadhana properly and participating in preaching activities due to which they might not get much separate time for skill building. Whereas there are some devotees who hardly take services in a week, just do personal sadhana and go home also in mostly basis. They get lot of time and excel in studies and skill building as well, due to which devotees striving hard feel morose sometimes, as they might not do as good in studies. How to view such situations and deal with it?
So it is seen in many of our voice centers that few devotees get too much service because they have very high attitude devotees. They are very surrendered, they are very compassionate, very sacrificing, very hardworking, and they get overloaded. Even in companies, also they have one rule called as 80-20 rule. They say that means they say 80% ants and 20% elephants. They say ants sit on the elephants comfortably. Huh? The elephants do the work. They say so. 80-20 rule they call it. So if 20% of those devotees are very hardworking here also, and they take a major amount of services, and the other people, they reduce their service so that they can do their skill building. Correct, now they are doing that. So what I would suggest these devotees, those who are 20% or 30% are highly dedicated devotees, some time of the year, like say summer vacation or other times, you'll get, when you get a bulk leaves, you get they should be completely given relief to go home or go to some place where they can do the upskilling. Correct now? In America, they have 4 months vacation. They have, you know, like May, June, July, August. Only September college starts. Here, how many months they get vacation here? Huh? Like 2.5 months. 2.5 months. What I would suggest in that 2.5 months, you all come for Utkarsh camp, correct now? You bring juniors also for Utkarsh camp. You have to come. Say, let us say one month it takes for that. But the other 1.5 months, you have to use it very carefully because, as this boy is saying, you have a lot of services here and you are not getting time to do skill building. So that 1.5 months, you should tell Iman and Prabhu that, Prabhuji, please kindly relieve me from everything so I can go and do my skill building. Correct, no? I can do that. And they should be given that freedom. Not that time also they are working hard. Correct, no? And if they are hanging around here, something will keep coming for them. So let them go out of this place, go home or go to some other place where they can do upskilling to equip themselves in that bulk time available. And winter vacation is how much? 1 month. That is another addition. Correct, no? In that 1 month, you go to, do they come to Pune for that Nishta Ashray? Then last week they come. But I think 20 days they go home, I think. Correct, no? 5-10 days they go. So total holiday is 1 month or 20? Huh? But 1 month means they come to Pune only 10 days, I think. Not even 10 days. It's 5-6 days. What are they doing in the rest of the time? Yeah. So in that is, say, let us say 15-20 days. Oh, especially these devotees, I told you, 80-20. Yeah. So what I would suggest you, these 20%, everybody knows who are those 20%. In any voice you go, I have seen most hardworking people, you should round mark them as a gift, you should give them the vacation. You go home 20 days, go and do some skill building. Because otherwise they won't get time here, as he rightly said. It is in our interest that we give them time for their personal skill building because tomorrow they have to get placed in good jobs. So one is the summer vacation, one is the winter vacation. They have to be very prudent, very smart in taking out the time. Then only they will. Otherwise, other boys who say, I can't do service, I will just do my sadhana and my studies and my job. There are people like that. They are ahead of those who are working too hard. It shouldn't be like that. So for those who are working hard, there has to be some gift for them. And the gift you can give them some in the form of time. Yeah. Mm. Mm. Okay. Correct. They're learning something. That's very good if you can do that. And it should be tangible, substantial, some certification should be there properly. Correct. Okay. Yeah. It should be to their satisfaction. It shouldn't happen that they have sacrificed so much energy, time to run the center, but they have not been given adequate time to take care of their own career also. Next.
First question. Hare Krishna Prabhu, here in voice, I often hear that study is also service. How can I understand this?
Oh, we have a whole letter on that. My letter is there, na? How study is service. Study service for various reasons. For example, if Krishna says that every jiva has a certain psychophysical nature in this world, you have a mind, correct, no? So you pick up a particular type of work according to your psychophysical nature. Teacher, administrator, trader, artisan. 4 types of people. Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. And then doing work according to that psychophysical nature will be jolly for you. Huh? Will be very natural for you. Some of you like to teach. Some of you like to organize and administrate. Some of you like to put money and make money like that. So do that work and offer the fruits of that work to Krishna. Now, how do you offer the fruits? For example, you are a meritorious student. Tell the other friends that I am chanting Hare Krishna. And therefore, like 2 of the Dhanbad boys got All India rank 1. You know that? In the gate. So he has spoken a whole video on how Krishna consciousness helped me. And that's going to inspire many, many boys that he chanted Hare Krishna, he got all India rank 1, I am also going to chant Hare Krishna. Correct, no? Many students are going to pick up. So in that way, we can inspire others to become devotees. Number one. Number two, when you are a student, what qualities you exhibit, what character you have, your behavior, your dealings. Even teachers will be impressed. Teachers will ask you who you are and how did you become like this and everything. So you give a chance to tell about Krishna consciousness to even teacher and the other students. By your good behavior, like Dharmaraj Yudhishthir, by his own good behavior, he influenced so many people to also lead a dharmic life, ethical living, moral living, spiritual living. So the lifestyle of other people you can change also by your this thing. And another thing, when you get a first rank, people come and appreciate you. Instead of saying, I was born a very brainy chap, you see. I was always smart like this. Instead of saying that, you can say, Krishna says, Buddhir buddhimatamasmi. Krishna gave me the buddhi by which I am getting good marks. It's all not my credit. It's not my credit. So then people will understand that you don't take any credit. You can behave in a way free from false pride and giving credit to God. So Hanuman was like that. Hanuman did great things and attributed everything to Lord Rama's blessings. Like that. So you can perform Nishkama Karma Yoga by offering the fruits to God. Uh, and you can also be compassionate to those who are weak in subjects by extending your help to them. And by your extending help and by your offering that support, tomorrow they will consider coming to Krishna consciousness also. So you will find our profession is very much interwoven with spiritual life. You will see that. It is not that profession is like this direction, devotion is this. No, they both are very much interwoven. Next.
Second question. I love to study regularly, but here in voice, when I get overburdened with preaching services and my study gets hampered, then I can't just tolerate that. Thinking that I am staying behind of my goal. How to approach this situation?
So that's what Nimanand Prabhu told me, that there are 2-3 weeks where you are completely loaded with preaching or with this kind of camps, seminars, where you taking spiritual dose. At that time, the study is practically nil. And then the next 3-4 weeks, what do you call it? Study marathon. You get 108 hours, you have to study. So at that time, you have to utilize well. It is likely that some boys are not used to that model. They feel 108 hours is little, too much. Every day studying 3 hours every day. It's difficult. For them, if you spread it out over 6 months, every day 1.5 hours, 1 hour study, it may be easy. But this is called as camel cow model, we call it. Camel means you swallow, cow means you ruminate. First you swallow and then slowly you ruminate. So you can find out if any particular devotee has difficulty in this model of camel cow style, then what you can do, you can reduce the preaching of those devotees. You can cut down, because the devotee can come and meet you. If he is feeling preaching is becoming burdensome and he is not able to study by swallowing, especially those who are not able to be up to the mark, you may have to release them from preaching. Next.
Third question. Prabhu, I am very serious in nature. I love to stay involved all the time with my services, studies, and sadhana. But when I face some devotees who come to me and does some childish acts or waste my time thinking, asking some absurd question or giving me some advice which they themselves don't follow, then I get highly irritated. Please save me from these problems. I may commit Vaishnava Aparadh.
Yeah, devotees doing childish things, foolish things. Uh, Actually, when you observe devotees' faults, you really get fed up many times. But for that, one has to know the value of a devotee. Like in the moon also has many black marks, but still moon is like giving light. Uh, Stars are not giving light. Who is giving light? Moon is giving light. So similarly, devotees with even faults, they are still glorious. Because there is one good quality in devotees called Krishnaika Sharanam. They have taken shelter of Krishna. For that one quality, we can respect them. Shastra say 1,000 Brahmanas, you know, amongst them the Sreshta Brahmana is one who can lead the yajna. Out of 1,000 yajna leading Brahmanas, one who has studied Vedanta is topmost. Out of 1,000 Vedanta read Brahmanas, one who knows the meaning of the Vedanta and lives it is great. But amongst those Brahmanas, one is a Vishnu Bhakta. He is the greatest. Brahmananam sahasrebhyo satrayaji vishishyate satrayaji sahasrebhyo sarva Vedanta paragaha sarva Vedanta vidkotya Vishnu Bhakto vishishyate. Like that he says. Huh? It's very rare. So, therefore, those who are sitting here, the devotees, they are not ordinary people. Huh? One out of thousands and thousands of pious and these devotees have already studied all the four Vedas in the previous lives. Huh? It's said in one of the Padma Purana verses when devotees lift their hand and do Harinam Sankirtan. By lifting the hand, all the impurities in the heavenly planets are removed. And by the glance, all the 8 directions, when devotees look around, all the impurities are cleansed. And when they jump on the ground and dance, all the inauspiciousness on the earth is removed. It is said, such is the power of the Harinam Sankirtan done by the devotees. And all the forefathers in the heaven, when they see their descendants dancing and doing Sankirtan, they are showering flowers and they are also dancing. How wonderful our grandson or great-grandson is, taking part in Sankirtan movement like that. So I think there is a great need for us to study the value of a devotee, importance of a devotee. I will show you, recently I spoke one lecture on this. Let me check whether it is available. Just a few days ago only. This one. Art of offering respect to teachers of Vedic wisdom. That's where I spoke. This is the one. It's a very important lecture. Here I am speaking about how to respect the devotees. It's not only to offer the teachers. I am also talking about Prithu Maharaj, Kapila, all of them, how they have glorified a Vaishnava devotee. This is art of offering respect to teachers of Vedic wisdom. You can see at your leisure. Okay. Next. Over. Yeah. I'm getting late, I think now. I have to catch the train now. So, our Purnachandra Maharaj used to call Chaitanya Charanpur as the Prashna Sagar, he used to call him. He has a ocean of questions. Questions, there is always questions are there. Correct, yeah. It was many important questions related to the sadhana bhakti and balance. It is always a challenge when you are living in a center. As I was telling you, the most important thing that every practitioner, sadhaka bhakta should think about is these first 3 verses of NOI. Vacha Vegam, Manasa Krodha Vegam, Jihva Vegam, that verse, and Atyahara Prayasascha Prajalpo Niyamagraha, and yeah. See how it happens. I want to show in small this thing. Jana Sangha is the worst thing. Bad association. If you get a bad association, let me just put it into this thing. See, if you get bad association, in bad association, what happens? See what happens? Prajalpa happens. So, when the Prajalpa takes away your time, some of the rounds which were left in the morning are not completed because you wasted time in Prajalpa. Then Niyamagraha happens. Niyamagraha has 2 meanings. Niyama agraha means not completing all your spiritual duties. Correct, no? Why? Because I did Prajalpa, time lost. So some 8 rounds are remaining in the night, 6 rounds are remaining like that. Niyamagraha. Or Niyama agraha means doing the spiritual activities, but not in a concentrated way. not for the sake of advancement. Like one hand is having a smartphone, another hand chanting japa, like that. And that leads to correct. That increases material greed. How? What is the connection? Actually, when you speak to non-devotees, they increase your material greed. They will say, "Hey, this fellow has made so much money. He got this. What are you doing?" So they will already talk prajalpa about it. They will waste your time. They will increase your burning of heart. And your nemagraha will happen also. And when that laulyam increases in your heart, you do prayas. Too much of material hard work. And then you will think that my spiritual life is a big stumbling block for me. It's taking too much time. Let me stay out and I will also slog like the other fellows. But then you will go out, instead of slogging like other fellows, you will spend time in sense gratification. That's how neither you advance in spiritual life nor in material life. It has happened to many people like that. Then that leads to atyahara and gathering more than what you need. Huh? Like one example, I'll tell you a quick example. When I was traveling to one city, one man and his wife, they met me. The wife was telling me, "Hoji, my husband works 16 hours a day." Huh? I asked him, "Why do you work?" She said, "He has got a Benz car and he's got an independent bungalow." Huh? She said, "For this, he has to pay back loan." She said, "Therefore, he's working very hard, 16 hours a day." Then I told him a very simple idea. You sell away your Benz car, take a Maruti car, sell away your bungalow, and take a 2 BHK house. Then how many hours you have to work? She said, "Prabhuji, then he has to work only 8, 9 hours a day. Because all his loan will be finished if he gives away." So when I asked the man, he said, "Radheshyamji, your idea is very good, but I cannot do it. Why? Because when I studied in college, all my friends now, they have come to a social status where they have Benz car and they have a bungalow. So I have to be in par with them. Therefore, I have taken loan," he said. So now because I have taken loan, I have to work 16 hours to pay back the. That's how he is doing atyahar. And for that atyahar, he has to do prayas. And that prayas has come from prajalpa, which he did with his janasanga friends. And they have increased his laulyam, due to which nemagra has happened. You understand how these are connected? Yeah. So now what you should do, replace the janasanga by bhakta sangha. Then what will happen? So in bhakta sangha, what happens? Instead of prajalpa, you do Krishna Katha and Krishna. And then you do, instead of Niyamagraha, you do a strict sadhana. That increases Krishna Lalasa. That means instead of Laulyam, material Laulyam, you get Krishna Lalasa. The result of that is Krishna Nam and Krishna Prem increases. So by that, you attain the ultimate goal of life, you see. So that is why repeatedly Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, many other acharyas have warned us from Janasangha. All of you are actually in this place completely protected from all types of bad association. The outside world is so deadly. Although Kharagpur is in the village area, once you enter into college, you know how much, it is more than America also. you know, the materialistic association you get inside the college. But this place is keeping you immune away from, bad association. So it was very interesting to hear your report also, news about, you can mail me that. I can share with Pune, I can show to everybody. So the situation is a perfect situation for you all to grow very beautifully now. So very thankful. These 3-4 days were not in my schedule. It was some another program which was supposed to be done in another place got cancelled. So I asked him, "Is there any other?" And he specifically chose Kadakpur here instead of me just going and sitting in Calcutta doing some brahmachari camp or something. But it was very nice coming here, seeing everybody. Both Dwaraka and Rameshwaram, both are very wonderful. Very nice. Thank you all very much. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki.
Let us heartily thank Radheshyam Prabhu for really coming and inspiring us. I was just feeling it was a very, very powerful, intense dose of Krishna consciousness. Today morning class, yesterday's evening class, day before yesterday morning class, and the IIT program. Everything was filled with such intense Krishna consciousness. And today question answer was like a series of so many sessions. So many sessions were covered in one question answer session. So it was everything so power packed. Now, I think as Prabhu was telling that, that we camel cow, right? We have got last 2.5 days, 2.5 days, yeah, almost 2 days. 2 days we have got a huge quantity, of nourishment. So much of wonderful Krishna Katha. Now it's a time for us to really digest and apply and remunerate on it. So let us heartily thank Prabhuji and especially for choosing Kharagpur. Actually, I requested Prabhuji for coming to Kharagpur in the beginning of when the calendar is made. That is 1 year back. I sent the request, but somehow the other Kharagpur didn't came in the list. But Prabhu is so merciful that he made a priority, although other priorities took over. Now 2026 calendar is going to be ready, starting. So we'll keep a high priority. We request, ultimately Prabhu has to accept. So we beg Prabhu that Prabhu keep us in high priority, so that we can be nourished by your association. By your presence, one thing has happened for sure. For both the voices, that last year you came, and because of your presence, at least preaching has increased. Yes? Before that, actually, before you came,
The boy should increase the preaching and you should worry about their academics and their balance.
Yes,
That is most ideal center means a brahmacharis worry about making sure that the boy's CGPA increases so that mothers, fathers are very happy. There should be 9, 9.5, 9.7. It should be like that. The studies are getting better. The health is getting better. They have a good balance. They get good sleep. So you focus on that and they should focus on it. Prabhuji is doing so much for us. So we should go out and preach and bring more people. So it should be like this. Not that, hey, go out for preaching, go out for preaching. And say, no, Prabhuji, we have to study, we have to study. It should be like that. It should be like this. Huh? Yeah.